One. Just one. I just need this one. Trust me. The left hook.
I only need one too.
Okay.
You get that too?
That's fine. All right, then we both got it. We both got it.
Like, come on, bro.
I can't hear you.
I've heard you say that you don't like to bring your family to fights that you feel like are going to be a war. Do you feel like this is a fight that you'll bring your family to?
Nah. I don't think so. Nah, I won't bring them there.
Why? Do you feel like it's going to be a war?
I think it's more so lead the kids and the woman home.
Yeah.
For sure.
And let the men handle business?
Yeah. Even my mom's, we gotta stay home.
Really?
But my mom is she's tough. But nah.
See, mom's being at the fight is a mainstay. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen her at the fights, we've seen her talking to you, and you're like, Mom, what's up? You know, and then get back. But even this one,
nah.
No mom deuce.
Nah, it can get ugly.
This is strictly business.
On both sides. This is a 50-50 fight.
The atmosphere was charged from the start. The pressure felt heavier than any championship title. By the end of the night, boxing's two biggest rising stars, Gervonta Tank Davis and Terence Bud Crawford, had gone face-to-face in a live interview that fans will never forget. For the first time in years, the quiet rivalry between them exploded into the open. When it was all over, both men agreed to handle their issues inside the ring, giving the official signal for what could become the most anticipated fight of the decade.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or
Man, is it like... I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality and his ways.
Bright lights were flashing, the crowd was roaring, and the moderator looked nervous as Bud didn't hesitate to take control. He immediately brought up Tank's recent fight with Lamont Roach, focusing on that controversial 9th round knockdown and analyzing it in detail, like he was reviewing evidence.
The moment to kind of wrap your brain around that and make...
Kavaliauskas comes forward, and Bud Crawford was hurt.
But wasn't just talking trash. He was pointing directly at the officiating controversy that left fans wondering if Tank's untouchable image was beginning to fade. Tank stayed composed, matching the intensity and responding with steady eye contact. But the key detail was this: he never truly denied the claims. By the time things settled down, it was clear this rivalry would not be resolved through words alone.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
And now it's confirmed. No more tune-up fights and no more waiting around. Tank and Bud have made it official, including a rematch clause in the agreement. They're set to meet in Las Vegas this fall for 12 rounds, with legacy at stake and pound for pound status on the line. This isn't just another bout. It's a defining moment. Let's take it back, because the friction between Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis has been building for months. Tank had been sending subtle messages for months, claiming he could move up in weight and defeat anyone, even the top fighters at 147. When fans brought up Crawford's name, he didn't avoid it. Instead, he embraced the challenge and added fuel to the conversation.
47, how does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look?
147? I tapped that chain, you know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know he
ain't
is.
got no chance.
I already know he is.
You said no chance.
I got round 5.
I got round 6.
Crawford, true to his nature, didn't let it slide. Whenever Tank's name came up in interviews, He made it clear that Tank hadn't faced anyone near his level, not even in the same conversation. That's where the first real spark began.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catchweight?
Nah, ain't no catchweight. You come up to 47.
Not even entertaining a catchweight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right,
I'll welcome him.
Then came the Ring Magazine Gala. Tank wasn't on the guest list, while Crawford was seated right in the spotlight. When reporters asked about Tank not being there, Crawford spoke openly, without holding back. That moment is when the light shots turned into heavy blows. Crawford began to take it personally. For a long time, when he was asked if he would ever fight Tank, he sounded uncertain and not very interested. After all, he is Terence Crawford, widely viewed as the top pound-for-pound fighter in the world, with little left to prove.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and, you know, daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Ooh. Wow, man! Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh man.
He's gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.
But now it's no longer about proving a point. It's about putting Gervonta "Tank" Davis in his place. At this stage, it has become personal.
So, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person, and say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck him. If everybody in the crew, I mean, what?
Same question for your proud father.
Behind the scenes, talks began heating up about a potential Bud versus Tank super fight. The biggest crossover event since Floyd versus McGregor was starting to feel real. And now it is. What about Floyd Mayweather? He's quietly involved like a surprise twist. Behind the scenes, the undefeated legend has subtly aligned with Bud Crawford, essentially putting his own legacy on the line just to watch Tank take his first loss.
There was some kind of crazy trash talk with Gervonta and Terence Crawford recently. And one of the things that I've always kind of noticed is most of the time.
And let's be honest, Floyd knows Tank better than anyone. He shaped him, trained him, and guided him through the art of boxing like a mentor or father figure.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9 and all. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
But behind closed doors, things were tense. Tank resented how Floyd constantly stole the spotlight.
Like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
it. Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
Floyd, meanwhile, was frustrated with Tank constantly getting into trouble and damaging the brand's image.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was. For real? That's what I was told at the time. So
disputes over contracts, money, and control escalated. Things got so tense that Tank openly announced he was leaving Mayweather Promotions. Now, with Calvin Ford officially out of Tank's corner, Floyd siding with Bud adds a whole new layer. It's giving off a true V1 energy. Floyd's elite ring IQ and insider insight versus Tank, who's trying to reconnect with the old school savage that made him a star.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Like, nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than, like, Floyd. Like, if I'm on my game. I take that back. Probably hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody.
And after what went down in the Roach fight, that edge could be crucial. Tank didn't look right. He looked seriously off. The knockout king seemed hesitant. His usual confidence felt forced. And when that 9th round knee occurred, it revealed panic and fatigue, not the Tank fans were accustomed to seeing.
What was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, you know, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that, but it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more. And I should have did more. I was lost in I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need what is it called? Yeah, man. I didn't know what round it was. Facts.
Tank, Eric Blum from DailyMail.com. First off, your coach just said, can you confirm, did you get your hair done 2 days before the fight?
Yeah. I ran water over it today, but I must ain't do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning. And you know, like, you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can, like, get disqualified for all that. Or, like, when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute. You definitely might see it in a minute.
Roach completely controlled the later rounds. And honestly, the draw felt more like a way to postpone a decision than a fair outcome.
clearly in there, man. I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate true boxing media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
If Tank is treating that fight like it was just a bad night, Crawford made it perfectly clear. He sees the cracks, and he's ready to exploit them. So what does this mean for Tank? One word: redemption. This is his chance to silence critics, shake off any ring rust, and show the world why he was once boxing's most feared fighter.
Tank Davis.
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer. George was a puncher. Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
It's more than a comeback. This is a career-defining crossroads. If he takes a loss here, it's not just a defeat. It's a hit to his legacy. The big money opportunities could vanish, and the aura that made him feared could fade.
Has there ever been a knockout artist that has conducted themselves so poorly? Because, like, in terms of not wanting to, like, he's moving like he shook of some of these fights. He's scared to lose in his home crowd, doesn't want to lose in front of his people, but these are his words. Tank himself has said he's afraid to lose, he's this and that. We see people start to cherry pick and start to be a bit nervous, normally when they're coming towards the tail end of their career, etc., etc., etc. And normally when they're more boxers. So it's like every fight is a long day at the office. For a knockout artist, do you ever see a knockout artist move this kind of shook?
I don't actually think Tank shook. He just has a very inaccurate perception of reality.
But he's moving shook. That's why I didn't say he's shook, but he's moving shook. He didn't win on points, but let Tank win on points. So let Tank get dropped a couple of times to come like a performance that looks a bit stinky. Because then his money's gonna drop.
Facts.
And now the whole situation is gonna be different.
But for Crawford, this fight doesn't carry the same weight. He's the bigger, more experienced, and more accomplished fighter. If he beats Tank, most will just nod and say, that was expected. The real prize everyone is waiting for is Canelo Alvarez, and that matchup is already scheduled for after this one. So the Tank fight is more like a setup, a warm-up, a strategic move to build hype for the Canelo showdown. But there's a catch. If Tank comes in, digs deep, and knocks out Bud in front of the world, the Canelo fight could lose all meaning. Who would be excited to see Bud versus Canelo after he gets stopped?
With Crawford going up, I believe he can put a beating on anybody 154, 160.
But not 68.
Nah, Benavidez is...
Canelo. Yeah.
Oh, Canelo. I think he's a smart fighter. He doesn't rely on his power. Crawford ain't a fighter who just relies on his power. And then Canelo, when he's fought Belenga, then fought Ryder, Munguia. It's even. I think it'd be a 50-50 fight if Crawford fought Canelo.
It's a high-risk play for Crawford's team. Sure, the payday is huge and the spotlight intense, but if things go wrong, it could cost him everything. This isn't just Tank trying to rise. Bud is putting his entire reputation on the line to build hype for the next big fight, and it might not work out. Strategically, this matchup sets up perfectly as a classic contrast. Crawford brings textbook footwork, precise southpaw angles, and sharp counterpunching.
Look up the definition of boxing. Please look up the definition of boxing. The martial arts of boxing, and then come back with your opinion. Because boxing is not all about knocking somebody out. Yes, that's part of it. That can happen, but boxing is a sport where you can outpoint somebody too. That's why they go to the scorecard.
I appreciate that take, bro. That's real, real educated, man, real thoughtful. But you know, you ain't had a decision in a long time, bro. You know, you known for like being a great finisher. So I appreciate that. But that ain't how you moving, though.
Right.
Follow for more.
Facing him is Davis with his heavy hands, explosive attacks, and fast, relentless style. Tank shines when he controls the distance with aggressive pressure. But against Bud, he'll encounter a fighter who's always moving and punishes mistakes with counters that hit twice as hard.
My hands, before I go see Tank, I gotta get shots in my hands. Then I gotta make sure my hands is right, because I don't dumb him down with his punches. I let him do it, you know what I'm saying? And he get to a point, you alright?
Yeah.
Nigga, work. I just feel sorry for them guys that really pushed the button. Martin pushed the button. Y'all see how it went out?
Add Floyd's guidance, how to lure Tank into overcommitting, when to time the straight left, and how to force mistakes. And you've got a blueprint to stun the boxing world. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one.